Today we have a gadget that might completely wow you over. We're reviewing the Sony Tablet P, which is foldable tablet.
Well, Radhika, another exciting thing this time is that I am putting you in the hot seat. So you will be doing the review and I will be asking you all those tough questions. So my first question to you is, well, this looks kind of funny. It looks more like a clutch bag which women carry to a party or something like that. So how does this work as a gadget?
Well, first of all, I'm really impressed that Sagar actually knows the purse is called a clutch. And it's true. This cute-looking tablet seems to be made for the women out there. And since this is the only tablet which has gone ahead and broken from the norm of a full-screen one, that itself adds quite a bit of novelty to it. So first, let's check in with the specs of the flip Sony Tablet P.
Sony Tablet P is a 5.5-inch 1024 into 480 pixel dual-screen foldable tablet formed from Sony. It features dual TFT capacitive touchscreen and weighs 372 grams. The Tablet P is powered by a dual-core 1 GHz ARM Cortex-A9 processor and runs on Android 3.2 Honeycomb. At the back, you'll find a 5-megapixel autofocus camera capable of doing 720p HD video recording. For connectivity, it has Bluetooth 2.1, micro USB, DLNA, and OTA sync as well. Sony Tablet P has an onboard storage of about 4 GB, expandable up to 32 GB, and is available in two color options of black and silver.
There you go. The specs don't look bad at all, but I'm still hung over the design, Radhika, because this is quite a radical design for a tablet. So, well, I'm going to straight away fire at you. So, how do you rate it in terms of design?
Well, I have to say, when I first saw this gadget at CES, I was purely blown away by it. It feels nice in the hand, can fit easily in the bag, and actually has a Game Boy feel to it, and sometimes even feels like those old communicator Nokia phones. When you flip it open, the keyboard appears at the bottom half, and it's a very usable keyboard, and you can carry it around very easily too. The hinge is good, goes all the way to the back to make it a flat screen, and this is the only tablet with a removable battery. So purely on the novelty factor and the usability of the design, I give it 4 stars. It's usable, it's got some problems, so we'll get to that.
Well, Radhika has rated it fairly high, 4 stars for design. Generally, she is not very gracious with stars, but I think the clutch factor got to her. But now to some more evolved matters. Well, how does it perform in terms of hardware? Now, tablets have to be super powerful. Now it's competing with the likes of iPad 2, its own cousin, the Tablet S. So how does it fare in terms of that?
Well, in terms of hardware, let's first tell you what we thought of the Tablet S. That's its counterpart. It was one of the best Android tablets that we liked. Great form factor, Android was customized well, everything worked for it. The P, on the other hand, has two 5.5-inch screens, Tegra 2 T20 chipset, dual-core 1 GHz Cortex-A9 CPU, 5-megapixel camera, front camera for video calling, micro USB on the side, Wi-Fi, 3G, everything, and it works. It handles all of that well. So it's got a lot packed in it, and when you play videos, it looks pretty clear and it handles multitasking well too. No hang-ups there as such, so in terms of hardware, it's got a lot packed in for sure. But compared to the other tablets, what matters the most is the software. So in terms of hardware, I'm giving it a 3.5. It's good, but it's really not that great for me to just jump onto it.
Okay, then 3.5 stars for hardware, which is not bad considering it has a unique form factor. So I really like it. Now let me have a look at it, Radhika. Well, touchscreen also, a split touchscreen. So now my first question is, on Technoholik, we always say that buy a tablet based on the touch experience and the functionality. Now, since this has a unique shape, and obviously I'm assuming that the touch capability is also slightly different because you can use it like this. So how does it deliver on that?
Well, to answer the touch response, it's actually pretty good. The touch response on it works with no problems. Even when you're typing a tweet or a status update, it shows up right above the keyboard, so you know exactly what you're typing. Now, getting to the software where it matters, usually Android is optimized only just for single-screen devices. Since this is two-screen, it does some things well. When you play the videos, they will play on the top half of the screen, right here, and the controls of the video show up in the bottom half. So when you keep it on your desktop, it's more of a personal viewing experience because the audio quality on this is pretty bad. The speakers are just very low audio quality. put in your headphones, and you're pretty much good to go. But when you log into the browser, it spaces up the website in double screen. You also have the option of viewing it in a single screen, but the double screen obviously makes for much more of a better viewing experience. We had a couple of problems downloading apps from the market because some of them just crashed on me, Sagar. Twice, thrice downloading, just crash.
Well, crashing is not a good thing, but I kind of buy Radhika's point that Android is not optimized for a split screen experience. But looking at the split screens, there are two things which come up to my mind. Since I'm a gamer, I'm thinking PlayStation, baby, because the controls will look damn good on this. And the other thing is YouTube, because, it'll have a nice layout to it. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would have liked a YouTube optimized for the two screens. So now the YouTube one that you download, when you open a video, well, when you try to make the video full screen, it doesn't go with the split full screen. It makes a tiny little full screen right here, which is the first half of the screen. So most of the time, the bottom screen is just used for the keyboard, and most of the times it's idle. Also, when you log into the market, all the text just seems out of place and is not enough to fit in on one screen. Although it does come with the option of the single or double screen, it just gets on your nerves because after a while you have to continuously keep scrolling in the middle, and that black hinge will get irritating after a while. Now, coming to your gaming, this has got PlayStation controls on it, so it feels just like a Game Boy. But since the Vita is out in the market, Sony has pretty much taken itself out when compared to that experience. Fruit Ninja and all the other stuff works well, but try playing that on your iPhone 4S and that will beat the pants off of this any time of the day.
So rating?
Well, in terms of software, it's not really up to the mark, so I'm just going to give it 3 stars purely because I love watching videos on YouTube on this and my experience was not that good.
Well, personally, yeah, 3 stars is not very bad, but for a gadget of this quality, it's a disappointing rating, but I'm pretty happy about the fact that PlayStation controls come with it. Now, another very important question, multimedia and camera functionality. Like you said it in your earlier statement, that it's got a 5-megapixel camera, which is low on count, but how do you rate it?
Well, tablets have not really got that high megapixel count anyway, so for a 5-megapixel camera, it's pretty okay. Decent picture quality, but not even close when you compare it to what your smartphone can deliver. If you're going to take the 4S that's there right in his hand, please don't even try to compare it. But it's got a very cool feature in it. It's called a time-lapse function, which Sagar has played up pretty much the entire week with, so that adds gimmick value to the camera. So on camera and multimedia saying the audio player works fine, video player works fine, it supports most formats, no problem there. But it's good, but not really that great. Most Android devices do that. So I'm giving it 3.5 stars. The extra 0.5 stars is only added courtesy the time-lapse feature that's available on this.
Okay, there you go. Radhika has given 3.5 stars for multimedia and camera, which is a very good rating according to me. So Radhika, good job and a good camera for Sony. But now comes the biggest question. This question, all the other questions look very lame. So what is the price on this thing?
Hold on to your breath. Have you held on to it? Well, now it's time to let go because it's 37,000 rupees, which is 7,000 more expensive than the iPad 2 and also its counterpart, that's the Tablet S. Just not worth it at all. If you want to flaunt a new gadget and be different from the others, we would still suggest that you don't drop 37,000 on this device. So my final verdict on the Sony Tablet P is that it holds novelty value, but just when it comes to the form factor. Buy it if you want to be the odd one out with a really cool gadget to flaunt, but if you're looking to find something which is usable, then stick to the iPad or the Tablet S. And if you want something with a 5-inch screen, as much as I hate to say it, the Samsung Note is the better choice here. So the Sony Tablet P gets an average 3.5 stars from us on Technoholik.
Can't believe it, Radhika said Samsung Note, but yes, the final verdict on this gadget is 3.5 stars, which according to me is pretty good. To me. Well, if you see me spotting this one, how does it look?
No, I don't think that's a good thing at all.
It doesn't work, but any which ways, Radhika is not recommending this gadget. She's saying that if you are somebody who needs a gadget which is very different and that split screen works for you, then it's good, but it's still on the steeper side. Now, Radhika, now it comes for my review. How did I do in your job?
I would give you 3.5 stars.
Oh, that's really sad.
Well, Sagar and the Tablet P both get 3.5 star ratings on the show. Remember, the Tablet P is only to read that odd email or two. But if you're looking for more functionality, buy a full-fledged tablet or just stick to your smartphone.